Hey, what's up, tech world? Welcome back once again to the channel. So check it out. We all know that any of the latest smartphones always cost a lot of money. Let's just face it, they're expensive. So today I'm going to show you guys two of the latest smartphones on the market and see which one between the two actually takes better pictures and does better video. And at the end of the day, is there actually a clear winner? I'm going to take the iPhone XR 64GB model at $749 against the Giggle. That's pretty funny, huh? The Google Pixel 3, also 64GB model at $699. But before we jump into all the testing, let's hear a word from today's sponsor, Ravpower. It's a wireless world, and if you're looking for a fast wireless charger, then look no further than the Ravpower wireless charger. Ravpower's pioneering HyperAir technology delivers the fastest charging speeds on contact for both iOS and Android devices, all with the same wireless charger. And if you have a compatible iPhone, HyperAir accurately detects it, sharing the same fixed frequency, and starts charging it immediately. And the Ravpower charger charges twice as fast as standard 5-watt chargers. The Ravpower wireless charger charges the latest iPhones at 7.5 watts and all the latest Samsung devices at 10 watts. The Ravpower features a rubberized non-stick base and also features a smart battery indicator that lets you know if your phone is charging and when it's fully charged as well. And with fail-safe security that prevents any overcharging or overheating, you'll never have to worry about damaging your device. Right now, you can get this nifty little device for $29, and we'll have a link below for you to check it out. So if you have any key-enabled device, the Ravpower wireless charger might just be for you. Start living wirelessly. Now, I know one of the main questions that everybody's going to be asking are about the tools that you use for editing all of your pictures and software and all that stuff. And honestly, between the two, I don't think that anything stands out making one or the other better. They're pretty much equal in the tools that they have and what they do. You can do all the normal things you need to do. Edit your pictures, edit your videos, do all that kinds of stuff. They have all kinds of, filters and features on each one that are really, really nice. So if you're just wondering, hey, which one is going to make my life easier for editing, I don't think there is a clear winner. They're both pretty much equally standard. Now, first thing we did is we went outside and started taking pictures outside. Now, unfortunately today, it's not really a super duper bright day outside. It was raining and kind of cloudy today, but you guys can see that while we're taking pictures outside, the Apple XR honestly takes better outdoor pictures. If you're outdoors and you're taking pictures and you're doing lifestyle type of stuff like this, the iPhone is just a little bit better than the Pixel 3. The pictures just seem to be a little bit sharper, a little bit more in focus. Now the tables actually turn though when we go inside and we start taking pictures in low level light. Now in low level light, the Apple phone, honestly, the XR just does not do as good of a job as the Pixel 3. So what it comes down to at this point is, do you take a lot of pictures indoors? Are you a person who does a lot of indoor pictures and doing stuff like this? Do you use your flash? Because I really don't like using the flash at all if I can avoid it. I like to use natural and ambient light if at all possible. So you guys can see when you pull things indoors, the Pixel 3 actually does things better in low light environments. So if you're going to be taking pictures indoors, not going to have a lot of stuff like that, like you're doing parties or stuff like that, then the Pixel 3 might just be a little bit better for you in these circumstances. Now, as far as video goes, this one is kind of hard for me because I want to just automatically give the Apple the winning here because it's the only one of the two that can actually do 4K in 60 frames per second. The Pixel 3 will still do 4K, but it'll only do it in 30 frames per second. So if 4K at 60 frames per second is really what you're shooting for, then obviously the clear winner in this particular department is going to go over to the iPhone XR. It just has that capability, which the Pixel 3 unfortunately just does not have that particular quality in it. Stabilization is something that you might not think is that important, but it really is. When you're taking pictures and your hands are shaking, you're moving, you want to have the absolute best stabilization possible. And in this department, the Pixel 3 actually was the clear winner. Stabilization, getting things to lock into your picture much faster, was easier done on the Pixel 3. The Apple XR was still okay, but it just didn't have the quickness and the response like the Pixel 3 does. All right, folks, so before we bounce out of here, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Now, what we're seeing right now, what you guys are seeing actually, is we are using the iPhone XR, and I'm looking right at the little camera thing right there, and this is at 4K at 60 frames per second. We're in the same studio that we always shoot our videos in, so if you're a person who shoots videos or something and you're wondering, hey, how will, my iPhone XR, shoot videos at 4K at 60 frames per second in this situation? Well, as you guys can see, it does a really good job. So now I'm going to switch over though, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like at 4K at 30 frames per second, since that's the same thing you're going to get on the Pixel 3, which we'll close out on. So give it a second. So now we're at 4K at 30 frames per second. Do I seem like I am slower to you? No, I'm just joking, but here's what it looks like at 4K at 30 frames per second. I don't think visually if you'll be able to see really that much of a difference, but both the settings do pretty much the same thing, just at 60 frames per second. You're obviously just having it done at a faster speed. So with that said though, this has been the iPhone XR. Let's check out the Pixel 3 and see how it does. Okay, so now we're filming with the Pixel 3 at 4K at 30 frames per second. I'll actually close the video out using this particular phone. Now, at the end of the day, like I said earlier, the software and the tools inside of either one of these phones is going to be absolutely perfect for you. You're not going to have like any grand learning curve or anything, and neither one of them is easier or any more intuitive to make you go, oh my God, I really need to have that one over the other one. The clear differences, like I said before, is that the iPhone looks really great for stuff outdoors. A lot of people do stuff outdoors. Their lifestyles are outdoors. So if you're a person who does a lot of outdoor type of stuff in your lifestyle, well, then obviously the XR does just a little bit better than the Pixel 3. But if you're indoors and you're doing a lot of indoor stuff, like you're taking pictures of products or you're doing stuff like that, or parties, or your family, well then, hey, in that particular circumstance, then obviously the Pixel 3 is just a little bit better. Now, as far as the video goes, I believe that both of these phones have absolutely great video quality. They're pretty equal just as far as the quality goes. But I have to say that the iPhone having the ability to do 4K at 60 frames per second has to be the clear winner in that particular department. But at the end of the day, is there really a clear winner between the two? I mean, if you were a person who never saw a phone ever before, you haven't heard any commercials, you're not influenced by any bull crap out in the market, by other marketing campaigns, and you just came down and you were like, hey, I just need a phone and I need it to be able to take a lot of pictures and do a lot of different stuff, you'd be hard pressed between the two. They're both really great quality products. 4K 60 frames per second, 4K at 30 frames per second, equal in the tool department, $749, $699. Like usual, we'll have a link below as well to Ravpower and to these. So if you want to buy one of these for yourself or check out more information, you can do it. And if you're not subbed, hey, sub to the channel and make sure you turn notifications so you can see us here at Tech and Tomorrow for more tech. Peace.